Ron Escobar with Everything Real Estate and Ron Escobar. About that manifesting thing, people always tell me that I remind them of the book, The Secret. Confession time. I never even read that book, The Secret. But I do know this. I do know that when you believe in something, you put your energy behind it, you open your mind, and you really have faith, then things kind of happen, all right? I don't have I'm not smart enough to understand how the universe and God works, but I do accept it. So this is what happens. I was driving around mid-city Los Angeles and I was thinking to myself, what's the highest transaction amount I've ever done? At that point, the highest transaction I had done was a big apartment building close to Los Angeles. And I had done a lot of $3.5 million transactions, but that was it. 8.5 was the highest. Now I thought to myself, well, as I'm driving around, I'm thinking, somebody's doing all these $30, $40 million properties. And that person is no better than me. I mean, I have the financial training, I have the legal training, I have what is required to do this. And so I said to myself, I'm ready. I want to do a $20 million transaction. Why not? I can do this. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. And I went on with my day believing that I was going to do it. And I am sitting here right now. Last week, we just closed in this humongous warehouse in Moore Park, California, where I represented a buyer, and the transaction is $23 million. And you would be like, wow, did he say it and manifest it? I don't know. What I do know is that the transaction closed and I represented a buyer, and it's $23 million. It had been, I think, a week or maybe 3 days since I said to myself, I'm ready. I want to do a $20 million transaction. And my phone rang, and it was my client. He's a very special guy and a good blessing to my life and my family's life and my practice. He called me and he said he was looking for a warehouse and he had found it, and he wanted me to represent him because I was the one person that he trusted most and that he knew that I can get it done. How do these things happen? This is what I think. I think everything happens in the world. There's horrible things going on right now as you watch this. There's also wonderful things going on. Human beings going beyond and above the call, adopting other human beings, love, breaking barriers, all that greatness is going there. So all happening at the same time, great things and bad things. There were $20 million deals, $40 million deals, $300,000 deals, all of it happening at once, right? So when I made my mind up and I thought, well, I want to do this, then I recognized it and it presented itself. It was always there. Kind of like when you bought that red Honda and you went to the dealer. You drive outside the dealer and you see a red Honda at the light, and then you go another block and there's another red Honda, and then you get home and you realize that your neighbor also drives a red Honda. So now you've seen all these red Hondas. They were there before, you just didn't see them. But now that your mind is open and ready for it, you can see them. So I think it's a little bit to do like that. Again, I do know that I closed a $23 million deal and that everything is possible. If I can do it, you can do it.